Alright, you fucks. How's it going? I just decided to fucking do a video at random. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, but I figured I might as well get back into the swing of things, especially considering the cold weather we've had. So it kind of allows it to be not quite so loud in here. Driving around with the fucking window down and whatever else. Game 2 tonight. Go Caps. Come on. I want Ovi to get a fucking cup. Who doesn't, right? Like, I mean, it's a good story for, Fleury especially, but like the rest of the fucking Golden Knights and whatever, first year in the league, bunch of cast-offs, blah, blah, blah. But, Ovi being fucking leading scorer, what was it, like 9 out of the last 10 years or 8 out of the last 9, whatever it was. Like, I mean, there's an argument to be made that he's the greatest fucking goal scorer ever, especially considering the era which he's been fucking lights out. And yeah, I think he fucking deserves a cup, in my personal opinion. And it's most people's opinion. Well, a lot of people's opinion. And, like, I'd like to see fucking Obi, Backstrom, Holtby. And, it's just, it's hard not to like that fucking team. That being said, I wouldn't be surprised if Vegas does it. Kind of feels a little bit rigged to me, to be honest, after seeing the fucking, especially the Jets series with Vegas. There's a lot of fucking calls that were missed that and everyone's like, well, you got to play through that thing. Well, anyone who's ever played any sports knows that you can get the wind knocked out of your sails, which it's just not going your way. And with all the fucking, from my point of view, with all the calls that kind of went a little bit fucky, one prime one, to be honest, was the fucking, that Scheifele one. And if you watch the games, I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about, where he got fucking cross-check, he's got fucking bloody face, whatever else, and like gives the guy a fucking swing to the fucking legs afterwards because he's fucking pissed off. He never got a fucking call, and he fucking more than deserved it. But I think that type of thing can fucking take the wind out of any team's sails. And when there's just a lot of calls not going your way, or missed calls, or fucking whatever else, like, what the fuck do you do? Right? But that being said, I'm super proud of the Jets and how good they did, even though that shit's old news. And also big hopes for the Flyers. I know they had a fucking shitty postseason, but hopefully Carter Hart coming in. I don't know if he's going to come in next year or not, but I mean, the only goalie to ever get goalie of the year twice in the CHL is a pretty fucking big deal. And I'm really excited to see him in a fucking Flyers uniform, because if there's one thing the Flyers have needed for a very long time, in my opinion, basically since Czech Manic, it's a fucking real solid fucking goalie. So big hopes that he'll come in and start fucking doing his shit, because as much as I've liked a lot of the goalies that they've had, fuck man, it's been a big tire fire. And hopefully they can shore up the defense there too. When they lost fucking Chemo Teeman and fuck Chris Pronger, right, and still having to pay for him and whatever else, like, that was a huge blow to the D-core. But the D-core looks pretty fucking good for the most part now, especially on the offensive side. I mean, look at fucking what Provorov and Gostisbehere did. A lot of people will think that fucking Gouda should go. I honestly think he's one of the better defensemen in the league, and great at doing what he does and brings to the table. There's a lot of intangibles that wouldn't normally be on a fucking stat sheet that I think he brings to the team. And if he doesn't stay, which I really fucking hope he does, any team would be lucky to have him. Bottom 4 or whatever else you want to look at. I keep seeing all these tweets about Mega Man. Yeah, I'm going there, going nerdy. New Mega Man's going to be coming out like the old school style of Mega Man, with a new flair, I guess, is going to be coming in October, and I can't fucking wait. I love those old fucking Mega Man games, and every trailer I see for this fucking game looks amazing. So I'm pretty stoked about that. But honestly, I'm more stoked for the fucking X collection. One of the greatest fucking series of games ever created is the fucking Mega Man X series. Like, they had a one that was kind of shitty, that fucking X7. I think they were trying to do too much with the gameplay style and shit like that. But they fucking, unfortunately, what I feel like happened was the last one, X8, they had already lost, I think, a bunch of the loyals, and that one was probably the best game in the whole fucking series. Like, don't get me wrong, like the original, you know, X up to X3 were just outrageous and game changers as far as, you know, that side platform goes. And I actually went down a fucking rabbit hole once because I seen that someone posted this fucking picture of a t-shirt with fucking Vile on it, and I totally forgot even about Vile, but fuck, man, what a badass fucking bad guy character, whatever. And you know, obviously there's comparisons to him and Boba Fett, or Boba Fett, however you want to say it. But like, fuck, such a badass. I love the fucking game. I love that fucking guy. But I mean, like, X-Zero, and even in the last one, Axel ended up being okay, but fuck, X and Zero, one of the greatest fucking games of all time. Like, you look at fucking Capcom, you know, you got Ken and Ryu, you got fucking Zero and X, even the old school fucking Mega Man and Proto Man, and you know, Axel kind of felt like a base, whatever I guess you call it base, but yeah, anyway, I'm really stoked for that. Also, really fucking stoked because I've seen that Rage 2 is in the works, and Rage is one of my favorite all-time games. You know, made by ID Software, or id, whatever you want to call it, who also made probably my favorite shooter of all time, which would be Quake 2, especially on PC. Like, oh my god. And I was actually kind of pissed because I got really excited and then really let down when they brought out fucking Quake Champions, because I was like, oh fuck yes, a new Quake, and it looks so good, and but ended up not fucking coming to console. It's kind of a dick move, but I understand why they did it. But I actually, speaking of which, I didn't even realize that, because I played Quake 4. And, you know, I really liked it. A lot of people were kind of meh on it. But I found out that it had been released to Xbox 360. And I just got my 360 back up and running. Got a fucking adapter working for it. And so I found that, and I was pretty excited about that. But I got even more excited because some of them came with a bonus disc, apparently, when they released it, which had a re-rendered version of Quake 2 on it, which is, like I said, my favorite one. You know, I would have preferred if you could have had, you know, like a multiplayer with fucking bots, or how we used to do it back in the day with like a racer bot. If you didn't have a good internet connection or whatever, and you could make your own bots and throw on your own skins, obviously that was the best way to do it. I mean, fucking shooting rocket launchers and fucking Goku and Raphael and fucking, you know, Optimus Prime and all this shit. Like, it was a lot of fun, right? I mean, how could it not be? You can fucking make your own guys and throw them into a fucking multiplayer game. And then, like, I mean, I had Unreal Tournament too, which was also really good. I guess if I had to give a list of my top shooters that I'd ever played and really got into, it would be fucking Quake 2, Unreal Tournament, and Rage. I haven't played any new Unreal Tournament type games. I know they had a few come out, like, I don't know, probably close to a decade ago now. I don't even know. But yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about fucking, there's going to be a Rage 2. Seems like it's going to be a lot more open world. I don't know if it's going to pertain at all, other than the whole Mad Max feel, to the storyline, it might just be totally online, which I think would kind of suck. I don't like how games end up having just only an online presence. I like storylines. I like being able to play offline. It just, like the big problem. Like, okay, here's a prime example: Titanfall, amazing fucking game, but it's all online. And if they come out with a second or third one, what the fuck are you gonna do? You're not gonna have anyone online to play against, right? Like, the amount of people that are actually going to stick with that one when a new one comes out. I mean, it's like trying to play online hockey with a couple years before. You go to play, well, what are they on now? Like 18, NHL 18. You go to play fucking online or anything like that, you can't even fucking match up because nobody's fucking playing, right? That's the kind of shitty thing. But, I mean, with hockey, you can play fucking beer, you can do your GM mode and all that shit, so it doesn't really make as big of a deal on that type of game. But, yeah, like shooters and stuff like that are only online, and then they come out with a new one. I did get fucking Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, amazing fucking game. I love it to death. Mind you, I'm a big Dragon Ball guy anyway, but I fucking love that game. I don't even think, well, before the last video, I don't even remember when the video was before that. I could always go look, I guess, but I don't really want to. But, yeah, so many fucking good games. I just got this fucking Power Rangers game. It's like Mega Battle or something like that. Regular old fucking side-scroller, beat-em-up type game, kind of like Turtles in Time-ish. With fucking Power Rangers, and I was playing it with Dark because I like getting Dark games because I grew up with a lot of video games, and it gives me an opportunity to play video games, plus it gives me an opportunity to do something with him, and I always had fun playing video games, and the fact that he's really taken into it. A lot of people will talk about how video games are bad for you and fucking whatever else, but you know what? I developed a lot of my problem-solving skills and abilities from playing video games, especially back in the day when they didn't have graphics to rely on. It was all problem-solving. Like, look at the fucking problem-solving and reaction time and shit like that. Like, look at, speaking of the fucking Mega Man games, look at the old school Mega Man games. You had those fucking blocks, and you had to figure out the patterns and how to beat these certain bosses, and just using your brain. But I know you're only using your thumbs, but that fucking fast twitch response sometimes, I feel anyway, kind of gets developed through that type of shit. And same thing with shooters and stuff like that too. You really got to be fucking on your ball. You're fucking looking everywhere and whatever else. Hockey, like all that shit. I feel like it's really good for, if nothing else, for brain development. Like, don't get me wrong, get the fuck outside. You need to fucking have time outside, time with nature, live your life outside of the house as well. But man, when you're winding down, you want to keep your brain fucking active. Video games are great, and yeah, like I played video games, and I still do, like from a very early age. And I mean, fucking Warcraft was really good, but you can lose your life into that one. You can lose your life in a lot of games, I guess, and maybe that's where the argument comes from. But I in moderation, of course. There's nothing wrong with fucking video games. I mean, it helped me learn how to read better. Like, you don't get so much of that now, I guess, but back in the day when there was no voices and shit like that, I mean, there's still some games where you got to do some reading and stuff like that. But yeah, it helped me fucking in many facets of life. I don't care what anyone says. But especially a guy with a fucking imagination like I got. I feel like it helped with brain development, shit like that. Mind you, I'm still quite fucked up in the head, but yeah, that's my take on the whole thing. I'm stoked for all these games coming out. Don't know if I'll be able to afford many of them, but you know, with Xbox, fucking, I've got so many fucking games. I never even told you guys this. Like, I fucking, they had a really good sale not long ago on external hard drives, and I'd never had an external hard drive on my Xbox before. So like, I always kept, you know, it was only 500 gigs, and these games are so fucking big. Whatever else, you know, I had to keep fucking deleting them all just to fucking make room for even the free games that came with fucking games with gold on Xbox. And but anyway, I landed this 3 terabyte Western Digital hard drive, and because apparently fucking Xbox is finicky, and you can't fucking, a lot of times can't use an old one that's already been used for shit. Even if you format it, it doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, I couldn't get it to work. Not with the original Xbox One anyway. But yeah, so I fucking nailed this fucking 3 terabyte one, and it's only like $80 to $88 or something like that at Walmart, and so I couldn't not get it. That's what I tell myself anyway. But so yeah, I got it, and started downloading like the whole library of all the games that I own onto it, including the ones that I deleted and whatever else. There's a few I left off because I'd never fucking played them. I'm not even interested in them. But it was damn near close to 80 games. I think it was like 76 or something like that. And it took about a day and a half, just because there was so much fucking space to fill up. But yeah, so the amount of games I have right now is just fucking outrageous. But the nice thing was I was able to delete a whole bunch off of the 360, because a lot of them were like, well, not a lot of them, but a bunch of them were like backwards compatible ones, right? So I was able to get some free space onto the 360. So it made good room for the fucking Quake 4, because I'm sure they won't fucking do backwards compatible on that. And that was actually one thing I was kind of pissed off with Quake 2, that bonus disc or whatever, because it wasn't like you were able to install it. You can only play it from the disc, and I guess that's, you know, the shitty thing about a bonus disc, but whatever, it fucking works. It's pretty cool. What else is there to talk about? Seen fucking Roxanne made some kind of fucking, what's Roxanne? Roseanne made some kind of fuck up racist tweet or whatever. I don't really like getting into that shit, but and to be honest, I never fucking watched an episode of the fucking rehashed Roseanne or whatever it was, or the brought back reboot, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I'd never even watched them, so I guess she got canceled, but whatever. I don't. Doesn't really affect me either way. It's not really my type of show that I would watch anyway. I remember even watching it back in the day. I'm like, is there really nothing else on? This type of thing, right? But that's like a lot of those fucking sitcoms back in the day. I didn't really care too much for them. Like, I mean, I like Spinzel. Friends was good, but yeah, like I watched it, but I was never a huge Roseanne fan. So yeah, shitty deals for all those people involved with that, but it is what it is. That's the world we live in now. Yeah. What else is there to talk about? Oh, so I got this. I can't remember if I mentioned this or not. I found out anyway. I can't remember if I mentioned this in the last video or not, but I ordered this little, it's only about, I don't know how big it is really, but it has a belt clip on it. It's a little belt clip style amp. I think it's like 3 or 5 watts, nothing huge. Mind you, they're able to get a lot more power out of fucking a lot less watts nowadays. But anyway, it's this Aroma is the name of the brand or whatever. I think LC Prime is another one. They basically, there's like 4 or 5 of these that all look the fucking same. So I don't know who the actual like main brand is, but anyway, the one I got was the Aroma one. This little fucking mini belt clip guitar amp. It's got a fucking tone knob to fucking boost distortion, and I don't know how good the distortion is, but we'll see. Even if it's a bit of distortion, like an overdrive, I'll take it, because it's portable, it's chargeable, and I guess you can play up to 6 hours on it. It takes a micro SD card, so you can play music, you can play along with music, you can record music, and you can record like overdub on top of the music you're listening to, whatever you like, different ideas you're trying and whatever else. You can, what else? It has, so it's got the guitar jack, a mic jack if you want to record vocals on top of it as well. It's amazing. This little tiny thing, and it's only like fucking $20. Well, I think like shipping and everything, it was like $30. And the fact that it, you know, it has distortion, you can record, you can play, you can record over what's playing. It's got a mic input, guitar input, headphone jack if you need it, but whatever. SD card slot, so you know, everything's saved on there. So I think it'll handle up to like 32 gig, which is plenty. And yeah, so anyway, where I was getting with it, I couldn't remember if I mentioned it or not, but I wanted to have it for, because we're going to do like kind of a big camping trip next weekend, 16th weekend, whatever that is. And I'm an electric guy. I like electric a lot, fucking more than playing acoustic. I play acoustic quite a bit, but I only do it because it's convenient and I can fucking take it whatever. I don't need to plug it in and whatever else. But now that I'll be able to do this, and not only do this, but be able to very easily record stuff and have it, it's a fucking game changer. I'll be able to take, like, I can walk all around my house and just have a fucking electric strapped to my back, doing whatever I'm doing, fucking have a thought, have an idea, whatever else, and I can just fucking lay it down, and then it's there, and I can fucking refine it, whatever, and make it fucking sound good, like when I go to actually properly record it. And yeah, I think it's one of the fucking greatest inventions that's ever fucking been, and I got pretty high hopes for it, to be honest. Like fucking going to the park with the kids or whatever, just fucking have a guitar on my back, and like up to 6 hours, what more do you fucking want? And I guess the little belt clip thing, you can take it out and kind of put it into the bottom and kind of just stand up too, if you just want to, you know, just have it as listening to fucking some music or whatever, or showing someone what you did or whatever else. I think it's one of the greatest fucking things ever created. That's my personal opinion. But yeah, so that was coming. I finally, I know I don't think I mentioned this, but when the Jets were on that big run and whatever else, I think it was like not even into the Golden Knights series, I got a little bit fucking shit-faced, mildly shit-faced, not like shit-faced, but like I had a fucking sick buzz on. Anyway, I was really excited about the Jets. They were playing really well, and you know, a little bit low on the inhibitions, and so I went looking. I was like, how much is it for a fucking Jets jersey? And I found this fucking site, and then I seen that they were on fucking huge sale, and they had the fucking throwback like Solani jerseys. So I ordered one, and it was like fucking $50 US. I think it was like close to $80 shipping and everything, Canadian, considering our dollar is down the fucking shitter. That was pretty good. So I ordered it, and it only got fucking shipped like last week. I ordered it fucking before, like, last week in April, and I think it got shipped like last Friday or something stupid. But so yeah, I guess I'll have that next, and I'll have the amp, that little mini amp, even though I only ordered that a fucking few days ago. That'll be fucking here from China, like both of them ended up being. So I don't even know what kind of quality that fucking jersey's gonna be, but hopefully it's all right, because I've waited over a fucking month for it, and they wouldn't fucking give me a return, because, you know, you wait that long and the fucking Jets aren't even into playoffs anymore. It was supposed to be shipped the next day. And, yeah, so hopefully it's at least a fucking good quality jersey. We'll see, I guess. But, I don't know. We'll see. Doesn't matter now anyway, because the Jets are fucking out. But, you know, it's a Solani jersey, and Solani's, like, in my top 3 of fucking players of all time. Probably top 2. And, I think it was, if I had to pick, it'd be him, Lindros, and Bure. And, yeah, next 2 would probably be Yzerman. And fuck. Honestly, probably Fedorov. I fucking love Fedorov. But you know what? I love so many fucking players from that era. You know, like Yzerman, when Detroit was winning all those cups and whatever else. Like, as much as it fucking pissed me off that they were just fucking running away with the show, there were so many fucking players on Detroit that I just loved. And I couldn't help it. I mean, fuck all the Penguins. I liked Jágr once he left. But no, I was never a big Lemieux fan. Mark Recchi, he's kind of in betweener. I always loved him, but I mean, he was on Pittsburgh for a while too. But he also went to Philly, so that's probably when I started to like him, to be honest. But yeah, so. Anyway, I'm pretty stoked to have a Solani jersey. It's going to be my first named jersey that doesn't have my name on it. I only have one jersey anyway, but yeah, I'll definitely be wearing that at random because it's one of my favorite jerseys of all time, like that style. So the only other one that I'd really like that way would be if it wasn't like a Lindros jersey or something like that, would be the old school like Bure Canucks jersey. Fuck, that one might be my favorite jersey, like looks wise, of all time. I love that old Canucks jersey. I gave up on everything Canucks when they got rid of that fucking stupid blue fucking whaley thing, eagle, whatever the fuck it is. I thought that was the dumbest jersey change I've ever seen. But I'm sure I talked about that before. I'm pretty fucking. I'll never forget it. I'm still super bitter about it. At least when fucking the Jets had to go, they got the fucking. Honestly, I loved that first Phoenix jersey. I thought it was one of the coolest jerseys I've ever seen. That fucking desert print, the fucking green and the white. And I thought it was a fucking slick jersey. But that's my personal opinion. Anything else to fucking talk about? I guess not really. Yeah, I don't really have a whole. Oh, if you haven't checked it out, fucking get on Netflix and check out the most recent season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh my fucking god, we just finished it in the last I think we watched it over 2 or 3 days because we always loved the show, but I hadn't seen the most recent season, and we were actually really disheartened because when it popped up that Fox had canceled it. Then I was like, well, what the fuck? This is one of the greatest shows ever. But there was such a huge uprising and everything else, of just fans of the fucking show. And thankfully, NBC fucking picked it up. I don't know if it's going to become on Netflix regularly or not, or just have to torrent it. But yeah, so at least that fucking show is coming back, and it's going to keep going because it is literally, in my mind, one of the fucking greatest fucking masterpieces of TV that has ever existed. Every episode is fucking awesome, and the cast is awesome. The writing is awesome. I hope they stick with the whole fucking theme of that show because it is amazing. But yeah, so season 5 is on there. Also, if you haven't fucking seen it and you got kids, fucking get them to watch Troll Hunters. That shit's on Netflix too. They just wrapped up the series, I guess. I think there's going to be a couple side series or whatever else. But Jesus Christ, what a fucking cartoon! And it's one of the best cartoons I've seen in a long time. it's funny. There's good action. There's good story. There's good like character development and everything else. Like the difference between the first season and the last season. And I didn't find it until after, I guess, Anton Yelchin, young actor that died. He was in the Star Trek movies. He was actually the voice of Jim, the main character. I never found out until I was looking to see if there's going to be a fourth season or whatever else. But yeah, it's too bad he had to go. But I guess he had a lot of the third and final season already fucking recorded, and is actually one of his buddies who filled in the other spots. So that was kind of cool that he was able to fill it in and was able to have a fairly adequate like voice changeover. So because I didn't notice. Maybe he sounded a little bit different. I won't give it away. It's a good show. Same thing with fucking when Netflix made Voltron. Fuck, what an awesome show. I love that show. Unfortunately, Dara and Lara aren't really into it, which kind of sucks because I kind of want to watch it. But it gives me something to watch when no one's home, because Lo doesn't want to fucking watch it, obviously. Right? And speaking of cartoons, I'm really hoping that Netflix version of fucking Castlevania comes back, because I was super pissed off when I found out there was only 3 episodes, because I only found out, I think it was 3 episodes, I only found that out when I went to fucking watch it when no one was there, and I had about half the episode left and didn't realize, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking sit down and watch some fucking, I'm gonna work on some stuff, have fucking Castlevania there, because it was amazing, and it ended up being the end of it. So hopefully it fucking continues, because 3 episodes isn't really fucking much to fucking bat an eye at. They were all awesome, but give me some more. 3 episodes? Seriously? Why would you even? I mean, fucking Dave Chappelle put out fucking 4 Netflix specials in a matter of months, and you only gave me 3 episodes of a cartoon a month. But yeah. I guess that's enough complaining about fucking TV and shit. Gotta wait for this truck here now. Big green. I can't remember if I mentioned that I can't remember much. Let's be honest. I can't remember much of what I fucking talked about before, because there was a fucking, it feels like it was at least a fucking 6-month span or more between the last few videos, and then even like another big span between those and the earlier ones. But you know what? That doesn't make any sense to even talk about. Fuck it, I'm gonna talk about it anyway. I still got something to drive to fucking go. I was and we ended up getting a lot of work done. We were very proud of the fucking work we got done. But I got really sick of fucking taking meeting minutes and fucking writing them up. I don't got time for that shit. So I quit. But it feels like everything's fucking in good hands, so I'm not super concerned about it. Some of the guys were kind of pissed that I quit, because, you know, they like having me there. They were actually thinking about quitting themselves, I think. But yeah, I left, and then they were kind of stuck. But you know what? I did it for like fucking 2 years, and it's just enough. I got too much shit on my plate. I'm always fucking busy, and I keep trying to fucking downsize shit and whatever else, and I'm still super fucking busy. And at the end of the day, a large part of it is because I gotta go to fucking work every day. And not even that much that I gotta go to work, but I'm doing something that I don't want to be doing, really. I want to be fucking playing guitar or working on something that I'm interested in, not stuck fucking in this thing. Like, and that's where it was kind of okay job-wise on nights, because I could bring in a laptop or something like that, because I'm good at my job, I'm good at the machines, I know when the machines are running good, and some of these parts, they run for fucking ever. Now, mind you, went on a huge fucking efficiency kick and whatever else they wanted to try and push the machines and get them running as good as they can. So we almost double fucking production. But still, some of these parts still run for well over an hour and a half. And so I was able to get other shit done, even if I didn't have any internet or stuff. Like I could work on lots of stuff. And that was the one nice thing about being on nights, because there was no bosses around. I could get other things done. I can't do that during the day, but I do get to see my family more, and that was what was most important to me. That's why I switched out of it and out of that rotation. I don't know if I'm going to have to go back on that rotation now, because the other guy who I can't fucking stand, he doesn't fucking listen to anything I say. He's on the opposite shift, and so I guess he just had a kid and whatever else. So I'm not sure if he's going to want to start doing the rotation again. If he does, I'm kind of fucked. I don't really want to. The month on, month off thing is just like month days, month nights. It's too long, right? Like even if it was 2 weeks, I could almost get behind that. But yeah, it's too much. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But if it does, like I'll be able to get some fucking other shit done. Because once this fucking album is done, I'm gonna be going fucking, especially with this little amp, fucking work on little ideas and shit like that, like all the time. I'm gonna be going fucking balls to the wall, fucking trying to get shit recorded and everything else. And we're gonna be, well, theoretically anyway. I don't know if it actually is gonna happen or not. But we'll get working on playing more gigs and shit too. So hopefully something starts to pick up, because I'm getting too old for this shit, man. I'm getting too old for this shit. Give me the fucking lottery. I'll fucking open a studio. You know, that'd be good enough for me. I could have my own fucking studio, nice house, couple cars, and not have to worry about any fucking bills. Not have to worry about bills. Just do shit that I want to do. Be creative. Let the wife be creative. Let the kids be fucking creative. That's all we want. That's all most people want. You know? Have that freedom to be fucking creative and not have to worry about bills and day-to-day shit. You know? And honestly, like, I mean, I'm sure I talked about it before. I'd go fucking totally self-sufficient. You know, like I'd have the solar panels and this and that and the other thing. Like, grow my own food, dig a fucking hole so that fucking you're down below the permafrost, or not permafrost, the frost, and so you can grow all year round. Like, just common sense shit. I mean, I might have a cool one, but doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, I'm just about home now. So I gotta get the kids, and yeah, I'll talk to you fucks later. And oh, right, fuck, I almost forgot. So if you watched the last video, you'll notice there's a little like fucking a cut. Now, the reason why I cut it, I was talking and I was a bit heated, and so I decided to cut it out because I ended up actually getting in contact with someone. We signed on to this promo. I'll give you the short story. We signed on to this promo thing with Extreme Alchemy Radio, and the whole idea was we pay this one-time fee. It wasn't a whole lot, but like when you're broke, everything's a whole lot. It was like $120, something like that. I can't remember how much it was. It might have been $200. I don't know. Anyway, we paid this one-time fee, and it would get one of our songs onto this compilation CD that they do, and they send out to a couple different labels, stations, and like almost like press package-ish type thing. And so aside from that, you know, radio play on their online, it was an online radio station, the Extreme Alchemy Radio, spelled with XTREME. Anyway, there kept being delays because as part of this thing, we were supposed to get, as a band, 10 copies of this compilation CD as well. They never showed, and kept hearing these different excuses and whatever else as to why there was personal issues with people that were involved with the station and people I was talking to and contacts and whatever else. Long periods with no contact, and for like a month, over the last month and a half ish, hadn't heard anything. The most recent thing that I heard before that was they got the CDs in, and a lot of them were broken or fucking fucked up in some way. And anyway, it took forever to get them in, and then when they finally came in, they were all fucked. And then there was more personal issues and stuff like that. And then there was just no contact whatsoever for like I said, like a month and a half. And anyway, so on the video yesterday, the part that I cut out, I was getting a bit heated. But later that day, before I uploaded it, I ended up getting in contact with one of the guys, and he said he was going to look into it, blah, blah, blah. He said he'd figure something out before the end of the day. Never really got any more info on it. They said they couldn't find anything. I asked him where it was shipped, and he said, I believe it was to Canada. And I was like, well, I fucking hope so. I was like, but what about like the address? Where was it shipped? Maybe you shipped it to the wrong address. Maybe, something got fucked. And I haven't heard anything back yet. So this section of that topic is not going to be nearly so heated as it was before. Because I know, well, I can only choose to believe what I've been told, like that there's lots of personal issues and stuff like that. Stuff's getting fucking blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, so hopefully it all gets fucking figured out, and I'm not going to have to get fucking heated about this shit. But anyway, I'm here to pick up the kids. I love you, Fox, and I'll talk to you later. All right, peace, fucker.